I used to struggle to hear anything from God. I even went on a 2-day silent retreat at a monastery facilitated by priests and everything, but I felt like I didn't hear anything. Years later, I discovered a twist on the method where I actually did feel like I was hearing a lot from God, and each session can take less than 5 minutes. So here's how it works. You need a quiet place where you can focus on God, but if you use the Creature Habits app, you just push the play button on the Meditations tab. It will walk you through what I'm about to tell you and give you a nice music soundtrack. Get settled and comfortable. Then put on instrumental music and/or a timer. I think 5 minutes works pretty good for me, or about the length of a song. During this time, just keep redirecting your thoughts to God. Like, I look up slightly and sometimes close my eyes, but I think that sort of cues my brain to think we're listening to God right now. And then I just think of him somewhere up here with this general feeling that he's looking back at me and is just so happy that we're getting some time together. And I just try to hold that thought and that feeling. And as thoughts interrupt this, I just note them and put them aside. If they are something that my brain keeps coming back to, or especially if I sense some emotion tied to these thoughts, I just sort of hold those thoughts up for God to see and hear if he has any thoughts on them. And then I open the Bible. It can be to the daily lectionary Bible readings in the scripture section of the app. There are 4 to choose from each day. Or just opening a normal paper Bible to a random place. I've had some luck asking God for a random address of a scripture as well, and then seeing if that scripture has something to say for it. And as long as I'm looking for God's thoughts for me in those scriptures, I find myself so much more engaged in the readings. I get at least some direction on these things I'm pondering, maybe about 80% of the time. Now, we have to remember that the reason we are doing this is to be closer to God and more like the people that he wants us to be. It's tempting to treat these answers like a vending machine, and we grab up our answers and we walk away from him. And of course, this hearing from God is dependent on him, but I think he wants us to hear from him. And let's remember that no matter what we hear from him, the goal is to connect with him and to shape our life to be like he wants it to be. And that is how it's worked for me.